Yes, hi there people, it's Azztecmedia and we're back in the Buddha, Wooda, Truda, Wooda, Buddha, Shooda, Wooda, to the shed. And we're out here today and we've got the absolute big nasty medical. Okay guys, now we're rolling with a T28 today. Okay, it's an indica hybrid. Okay, it's beta irradiated. Now this is a cross between GMO cookies stroke lurch. Now for me guys, we have had the big nasty medical in the past, and we have had, let's have a look, we've had the glitter bomb, we have had the Moroccan peaches. I think there was another one that we tried. For me guys, the peaches was the better one out of the selection. The rest of them was just a bit more homey growny sort of gash bud, you know what I mean. Now before we get forward with this review, I have opened it already guys. I have had a little smell of this already. Let's just get into some things. So this is packaged, it's cultivated over in Portugal. Then it's sent over to Curaleaf, who are putting them in these packets. Now look at the packet, the packets are dead. What's going on with these packets, people? Like, big nasty, what is going on, brother? Like, you should know better, you know what I'm saying? Now I come across big nasty back in the day. You'll know if you're watching this, big nasty down there in Kingston upon Thames, yeah. And you know, you should just, all I'm gonna say is you should know better, brother. You know, you shouldn't be having Curaleaf curing whatever you're doing, bro. But what I'm saying is we're gonna give you a fair review. We're going to check it out. Now, as I said, I did swerve away from the big nasty medical because I wasn't too into it. Now, for some people, it might be a great starting point when you're coming onto medical cannabis. You know, you might not be all that used to, you know, terpenes and things like that. It is a good entry level for medical cannabis. I will give you that, big nasty. But for me, the strains wasn't really hitting it. I did kind of like the Moroccan peaches, but it was a bit funky, it was a bit different. You could tell it was grew differently in a different country, and you know, it was just one of them. It was a bit of a letdown of its day. But at the end of the day, mate, I'm going to give you a fair review on this big nasty medical T28. They're calling it Mule Fuel. Okay, as I said, GMO cookies crossed with the lurch. You know, let's just get straight into it, man. Now I have opened it. I had a smell earlier on. Off my first initial smell, I was getting like a bit of like a hazy sort of scent out of the bag. There is a smell there out of the bag. It is a bit muted, but it's not like in your face, do you know what I mean? We expect better, big nasty. Now, to be fair, it has got that sort of like GMO lurches in there. The GMO's there, the lurch is there. You know. Now, there's still a bit of bounce in the buds. It's not too dry. There's still a bit of bounce in the buds. What I will do, I will get a short out so you're able to see what I'm looking at here on the plate. For me guys, as I said, it's just another, it's another entry, it's another good entry for big nasty into medical cannabis, but at the lower end. You know, the price on this is just like, you know, the price needs to come down on this. Now I am getting, there is a lot of flavour there, there is a lot of terps coming out of the bag. I am smelling it, it is bouncy, it has got its benefits. It's beta irradiated, yet again. You should know better, big nasty. What is going on, my brother? Fucking hell, lad. But yeah, off the bat for me, it's a nice entry. The price is too high yet again. Big nasty medical. The bags are crap. Yeah. I just feel like, you know what I mean? Big nasty, you should know better, man. You know, You should be, you know, pushing the UK medical, the UK growers, the UK black market to get involved legally, to start generating businesses, to do our own grows, to generate our own money for our own culture in our own country, to supply our own patients. Like, it's always nice to get some fire from Calais, or it's always nice to get some fire that's grew somewhere else, and it's always nice to get, you know, it's always nice to have the option. But where is the UK medical? Where is it? Because Big Nasty, man, you should know better. Now, unfortunately, guys, it's just one of these things for me. Maybe it's just a bit optional to me. Off the bat, out of 10, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10, guys. For me, it's a 7 out of 10. It's coming across a bit hazy. I'm getting bits of GMO, bits of cookies, a bit of lurch there. You know, there's no real sparkle on the bud. Buds are very fresh though still. To me, guys, this is just like a homegrown, you know what I'm saying? It's a homegrown thing. Now, if people had the right to grow their own, this would get laughed at, because people would grow their own. People could grow this themselves. It wouldn't be that hard, I'm telling you, you know. And it's just basic. It's basic fucking, it's basic weed. Now, for a T28, does it hit at a T28? Not really. It's a bit funky on a T28. I'd give it more around a T18. But the smells are there, the GMO's there. It'd be nice to see if people like Curaleaf, when they're getting their hands on things, are they testing these buds before passing it out, or are they just going off the test of the bud for the T28 once it's grew and chopped? We need to know them informations, people. But yeah, for me, guys, don't get it twisted. I will still batter this all day long, because that's just how we do it. We're in the Buddha Truda Wooda shed. We don't do anything less. We do everything on that level of absolutes, getting it in the absolute vaporizers with our cups of tea, my people. But for me, yet again, Big Nasty, we expect better. You know, this is medical cannabis, people. This is for people to help with their conditions. You know, if I wanted this, I could get this half the price. But it's a good entry for medical. It's a good entry for medical. I think I'm being a bit polite with giving it a 7. But that's just my take on it, people. Freddie, does it sort out the effects? Yeah, it'll get you by for the effects. It's not hard hitting. For me, it'd be more of a wake and bake daytime strain, bit of GMO through your day. But yeah, guys, that's just my take on it, man. My batch number is Cure 00195782. The expiry date on this is in January, so you know there's only a couple of months left on this. But at the end of the day, the lifeline of these ones would probably last you a bit longer. It is quite fresh. It's not too dry, which is a good thing. And yeah, guys, that's as much info I can give from the Buddha Truda Wooda shed. Would I buy it again? I'd buy this again if it was around £5.50 on the squids. And yeah, guys, but yeah, man, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We try, we move on. We might get something that we like next, because I know for a fact we've got the absolute advertise Inferno Oreo cookies. And yeah, we'll get straight onto that one after this review is put out. I'll probably try and get that review out later on tonight, guys. So yeah, man, I really do appreciate all the subscribers, all the new subscribers, all my old subscribers, all the subscribers on channel 1. You know, salute to everybody in the community, everybody on channel 2. We're trying to just build up this channel, you know, get us above 50 so we can do some lives. And the main stuff will be going on our other channel, C4 Labs. You know, we're cracking on with another review straight after this, and it's much appreciated to you guys. It's much appreciated to everybody, you know, within the family. You know who you are. Big love always. This is Azztecmedia in the Buddha Truda. let me get on with me 420 and stop chatting. But Big Nasty, you should know better. Big yourself up. One love always. Azztecmedia, and I'm out for now, my people.